We are Kiss Crazy. Tonight's Kurt's Blurbs Cape Fear Edition. What up, lunatics? Kurt Money here to talk about the 5th episode of Cape Fear, Faith. Easily the most batty, campy, ridiculous, dumbest episode of this season. The show took a crazy pill tonight, and guess what? I'm here for it. Let the blurbs begin. Blurb number 1, Babe, Pig in the City. That's what movie Amber is watching here. While doing her best Max Cady impression, is it annoying that they gave one of the most famous scenes from the movie to someone other than Max Cady? Yes. Would it have been more fun to see Bardem get to do this? Absolutely. But this show has proven itself as a lesser version of the movie, so this just makes sense that even her bong rips are weak as hell compared to De Niro's cigar smoke. But what I do love about this scene, Amy Adams is also there in the back, watching her. Oh my God, this is so funny. This scene in this movie happens an hour and 18 minutes into Babe, Pig in the City. So does that mean she's been here this whole time for almost an hour and a half watching this display of attention-seeking going on? That's a long time. Babe, Pig in the City is an excellent film. I would get it if that's what she was doing.
I might have a shadow lies hard across my soul.
Oh.
You might be going, okay, relax, K-Mun. She bought a ticket an hour in and just walked in. Fine. That might be true. But this is also a fact. Every single other movie playing at this theater was handpicked by the show and is too cute by half, okay? We've got The Lawyer's Secret, Dangerous Waters, Guilty as Hell, and Crime of the Century. Oh, snap. It's like these titles are about the show. That's so deep.
Sort of.
And speaking of deep, because they use Dangerous Waters as one of the posters, that better guarantee that we end up on the boat in the river like in the movie, okay? Although I would not be surprised if the show's version of Dangerous Waters happened in their pool, one of the most happening places in this show. Blurb number 2, The Sun Can Stay. I can't believe I'm saying this, but the son, Zach, he took a turn for the better with me tonight.
Amber.
Instead of being mopey and angry and cryy, he's completely shifted into aloof and crazy. I could not stop laughing when he rolled up on his sister with this look.
What was that?
And the chomping. Oh my, is that an apple or a peach? I don't know what it is, but I do know this. Making direct eye contact with someone while biting into a fruit, that's just a textbook flex for conniving rascals on TV shows. And I just so prefer Zach in this mode. I'd rather him doing all these know-it-all smirks and stuff like he's smarter than everybody. Keep this up, dude. It's so much better than watching you cry about forgiveness that you'll never deserve.
What the f***?
Blurb number 3, Juliette Lewis is having a ball. Finally, we get a face-to-face between her and Max.
Hi, Max. Hi.
And she gets right to the chewing. I love this scene. Look at the acting on display here, folks.
We sorted it all out, and with the right pills, I'm doing good.
I would love to know what it is that her character did to Max in the past that makes him sweat her being there so much. This is the only character in the whole show that has ever had an upper hand on Max or ever made him feel uneasy or uncomfortable or scared. So it had to be something big, right? And what is it with this show and a forced kiss? They love them. They think it's such an ace up the sleeve. Like, uh-oh, they didn't ask for that kiss. This is a power play. We've seen it 3 times now in the past 2 episodes. No more forced kisses. And what the hell was this line when she's like, every night while you were locked up, I try and visit you in your dreams, which is a funny line. And then Max's follow-up is, that was you? What? I'm sorry, is magic gonna be in the show now? Real magic?
Every night before I fell asleep, I would reach for you to come to you in your dreams.
It was you?
Give me that scene of Max trying to cuddle up for a night and lock up. And there's Juliette Lewis in his dreams. And if Amy Adams really wants to bug Max Cady, she should start hanging out with Juliette Lewis. She knows she exists. We had the confrontation between them two. And she was there when Max saw her in the car far away. So maybe she has an idea. But I think if she wants to get under Max's skin, I'd have her at my side all the time and see how often Max comes strolling up with his cock-of-the-walk attitude. All smiles and charm and whatnot that nobody can deny. It's something to think about, Ames. Blurb number 4. Wait, she went to law school, right? If so, why all the terrible decisions? She knew as well as we did that people were filming her little argument outside the theater. She had to know. Did she really think it was going to fly by telling the cops, oh no, we just talked and walked separate ways. That's all that happened.
Right?
Right.
Like, why go there and ask them to investigate if you know that there's the story out there that you supposedly pushed her into traffic, which I don't buy either. I love that the daughter is so quick to be like, my mom's crazy. She like attacked you and stuff. Okay, Nevaeh, heaven backwards, by the way. Do with that what you will. She bites Amy Adams on the hand. So Amy Adams like pushes her away. And then we hear Nevaeh talking off screen. So she has a moment of reflection in the middle of the street where she could have gone, oh, let's get back on the sidewalk. But no, she does it and gets hit by the car.
They're not your kids anymore.
Does Amy Adams really think that would stick to her as it being her fault? Honestly, I wonder if they added the talking off screen in ADR later so it doesn't look as insane, the timing that every member of the Katie family has, where it's like, oh, I'm going to make her push me, and then I'll get hit by a car, and then I'll pop right back up. And then someone will say like a mountain goat. And then a cop will reference it later.
Like a mountain goat?
And then people watching the show will not catch that the first time around. It's going to be great. So she lies about that and gets busted by Mark Brandanowitz, of all people.
In fact, if you ever talk to me about this again, it means you f***ed up, okay?
Okay.
Then she finds a dead body, touches the murder weapon for the second time, then decides she's going to tiptoe backwards out of there and be like, I was never here. I really hope the show is not going, well, she wants to sneak out because she's worried that Zach did it. If the show expects us to believe that Zach did this to this woman, and it wasn't either her daughter or her ex, no way. And hey, it could have been Max. Maybe he saw her throw it out, since they're neighbors now. And I don't understand why she thinks she'd get so busted if she reported this. Guess what? They're already going to know your phone was in the area. Again, this is something you know as a world-renowned lawyer. Between this and Maximum Pleasure Guaranteed, I've had it about up to here with people leaving crime scenes that they would not be blamed for had they stuck around, if only to create another conflict down the road for the show. Especially if you've just been kidnapped in a trunk or had to defend yourself with a nail gun. Anyway, back to Cape Fear. Amy Adams, you slipping, girl. But you still aren't the biggest dummy in the game. That title goes to your box of rocks husband, Tom. Blurb number 5, husband of the year, he ain't. I love it. The guy who microdoses and flirts with a subordinate, gets hammered with Max Cady at 2 different locations, then gets in a bar fight. That guy's got the balls to go home and accuse Amy Adams of drinking again.
Are you drinking again?
That is rich, my friend.
I can't believe you would say that to me.
You gotta love his attitude at the office, too. He is so confident that nothing he's done, or maybe would have done, but he totally wouldn't have, is gonna get him in trouble. He thinks he's just a saint. Had she tried to kiss him again, he would have turned it down, okay? That's just how great a dude he is. He totally would have said no to you, babe.
Even if we hadn't been, I would have stopped it.
Yeah, man, you're just the epitome of professionalism. I did love it, though, when he got home to find out that Amy Adams had also been suspended from work.
I got suspended too.
Like, what are these two gonna get up to now? And hey, what's up with all these shots of the vents? Some very specific shots of vents from inside and outside of them. It better not just be somebody's eavesdropping. This show should know better. Don't give us these kind of shots unless you're gonna people under the stairs us. I need people living in those walls.
Oh, shit.
So who is living in the walls? It's clearly not Max, okay? He's got his own swinging pad across the street. It's not Nevaeh. She's got her swanky pad in the cemetery. I think it might be Ethan Embry and his girlfriend. And it's a completely unrelated plot line to what's going on the show. This is just a strictly standalone hider in the house scenario. I'd be okay with that because both those movies I just referenced are better than the show Cape Fear. So if they want us to think about those movies, I say do it. This show could use more of a Gary Busey vibe anyway.
I could have been the father. I could have been the father!
So yeah, I'm looking forward to event payoff and also a payoff on those dumb heart glasses. No mention of that tonight. God, imagine if they never touch it again. Like that just stands alone as a thing that Max did. The guy didn't even notice him. That'd be so stupid. They cannot leave that thread unpulled. Oh, wait, I got it. Okay, here we go. The son's gonna be in the kitchen, right? He's collecting food for his imaginary friend or former girlfriend that he shares with his sister. He's gonna go, what's that smell? They're gonna start looking around, look behind the vents. Uh-oh, there's a dead body in the walls. And what's this? The face is too disfigured from decomposition and like blunt force trauma, but on the body's wrist is like this gold watch. Where do we know that from? It's the car guy. That's why they did that fun zoom in on it earlier. I mean, that sounds absolutely absurd and unbelievable. But remember, this is a show where they might be asking us to believe that Max Cady secretly recorded a conversation with Tom at a bar with music playing, and we're supposed to believe that he took that conversation later and is like an audio editing whiz, cut it together so it sounds like a call, and then somehow called Tom's coworker and left it from his number.
Brushing up against me and making me hard.
That's
See what happens.
not me.
Is that what we're supposed to believe here? The only other option is Tom did leave the call. He was raging drunk last night. It just doesn't remember. I mean, he is a dingus after all. I believe that far more than the idea of Max somehow making that message. But you know what? Just for the sake of stupid TV, I hope that is what they want us to believe. Okay? That'd be so funny. Also, other than that, you do have my deepest thanks for including a reference to the greatest film of all time.
The BLURBS.
I mean, why else would you show a close-up of a sardine can if not to reference the friggin' Burbs?
Sardine?
So boom to a Burbs ref, boom to batshit TV, and boom to watching the Burbs right now to BitBoat.